on-campus organizations have some great events planned.
A local organization prepares for a fundraiser. A new study shows the growth of representation in films, and a ship has been quarantined in Japan.
And Tyler Leach has your weather.
The BPCC News starts now.
From the studios at Bossier Parish Community College, this is BPCC News.
Welcome to the BPCC News. It's Friday, February 7th, 2020. I'm Abby Colvin.
And I'm Farron Wise. Abby, why don't you tell us what's going on around campus today?
Come and support your fellow BPCC students this Saturday, February 8th, 2020 at the homecoming basketball game and court presentation. The event will start at 4 p.m. in the gym, and the court presentation will take place at halftime. This is a great opportunity to celebrate student life in BPCC athletics, so don't miss out.
The Cavalier cheerleaders and the ladies in gold dance line will hold open practices on Sunday, February 9th and Sunday, March 22nd from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in the BPCC gym. These practices are open to anyone interested in trying out for the BPCC cheer and or dance squad. Each participant must pay a $10 participation fee and submit a completed BPCC liability waiver and BPCC release form. Contact Rachel Randolph at cheer@bpc.edu for more information or to request forms.
A LifeShare mobile blood drive will be held at 8:30 a.m. to 2:10 p.m. in front of Building F on February 10th through the 11th. Faculty, staff, students, and the community are invited to give the gift of life. Your precious gift is carefully provided to someone in need. Your blood donation may save the life of someone you'll meet, someone you already know, your closest loved one, or even you. Donors must present an ID at the time of donation and have plenty to eat and drink before donating. All blood donations benefit the local community blood supply. Anyone in good health who meets height, weight, and donation eligibility requirements may give blood. For blood donation questions, go to lifeshare.org or call 800-256-5433.
Coming up, a plane crash claims the lives of 3 local men.
But first, here's Tyler Leach with your weather update.
Hi, I'm Tyler Leach with the BPCC weather. Now let's take a look at your current temperatures. In Marshall and Ruston, it's going to be 46 degrees, Nacogdoches 54, Texarkana 41, Minden 48, Natchitoches 52. Let's head over to BPCC. It's Friday, it's sunny, 44 degrees. The humidity is 58%, dew point is 43 degrees. The wind is coming in southeast at 7 miles per hour, and the sunset is at 5:53 p.m. Now for the 5-day. Saturday, it's going to be partly cloudy, 10% chance of rain, high of 63, low of 48. Sunday is going to be the start of the wet week, 80% chance of thunderstorms, 71 degrees, 61 for your low. Monday, 80% chance of thunderstorms, high of 64, low of 50. Tuesday, 90% chance of rain, high of 54, low of 44. And Wednesday, a 50% chance of rain with a high of 54 and a low of 46. Again, I'm Tyler. Now let's take it back to the news desk.
Can't hear what y'all.
I can take a field trip around the world, even though I've never been on an airplane.
I can investigate the mysteries of the human body from the inside out.
I can see the world through the eyes of others.
I can experience what's happening today and understand what it means for tomorrow.
I can do experiments and learn to think like a scientist.
I can learn biology while I'm still learning English.
I can solve problems that I couldn't understand before.
I can dream.
I can engage.
I can build.
I can achieve.
I can learn.
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 3 people passed away after a plane crash in Jackson Parish yesterday, Thursday afternoon. Investigators say the Cessna 182 was heading from Jackson, Mississippi to Shreveport Regional before it crashed around 2:15 p.m. in DG&E Logging Company near Chatham, Louisiana. All 3 people on board were killed. They are identified as Chris Mott of Shreveport, Wade Williams of Bossier City, and pilot Robert Gilliam of Minden. So far, there is no reported cause of the crash, but the crash is under investigation.
The Art Caddo Bossier is a nonprofit agency that provides an array of services to people with disabilities. The Art Caddo Bossier Goldman School and Child Development Center is a year-round childcare that serves children with and without disabilities. From infancy to age 5 since 1954, Goldman School has promoted understanding and encouraged inclusive services for children throughout our region and our state. Go for the Gold is an annual race and fundraiser that benefits Goldman. The race will start tomorrow at 7 a.m. at AC Steer Park and continue through the Broadmoor neighborhood to the Clyde Fant Parkway bike trail. There will be awards in each category, and all half marathon finishers will receive a medal. Packet pickup will take place today, Friday, February 7th at Sports Spectrum. You may also pick up your packet the morning of the race at AC Steer.
Ripped out the wall, thieves steal an ATM, and quintuplets plus college tuition equals a whole lot of money. Reed Binion explains how one family's financial burden is lifted in today's Take a Look at This.
Check out this brazen ATM heist caught on camera. Yep, that's an ATM being yanked from a wall in Long Island City, New York, dragged out into the street and loaded into a van, itself believed to be stolen, all in just 60 seconds. It's unknown just how much cash the thieves got away with. Now, that money wasn't used by this New Jersey family, but it would have been a big help. All this cuteness times 5 is quite costly, from 50 diapers a day to contemplating how to pay for college.
Driving and the college was the biggest issue.
17 years later, the Pavolo quintuplets ready for college received a great gift.
We wanted to make sure that you all had the opportunity to come to Montclair State completely tuition and fee free.
That's $65,000 per year for the next 4 years, saving the Pavolos $325,000. The Quint's career plans: doctor, lawyer, teacher, dietitian, and accountant. And talk about career goals, a young hockey player was signed to a one-day contract with the NHL's Tampa Bay Lightning. 12-year-old Connor Perkins was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis in 2007 and is a die-hard Lightning fan. He got to skate with the team courtesy of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He even scored against star goalie Andrei Vasilevsky. For Take a Look at This, I'm Reed Binion.
3 people from the United States have been confirmed among the passengers aboard the Princess cruise ship quarantined off Japan. According to statements by the cruise liner, their cases were identified through health screenings of all guests and crew by the Japanese Ministry of Health. They were taken off the ship and transported to local hospitals. Japan's now quarantined cruise ship Diamond Princess recorded 41 additional coronavirus cases today, totaling 61 infected persons on board. The ship docked at Yokohama, according to the health minister. Japan has previously confirmed 25 cases on land, creating a national tally of 86 persons infected in Japan.
It's something you probably haven't thought about since your high school chemistry class, unless you happen to be a scientist. But today, take a walk down memory lane and brush up on your knowledge of elements. It's National Periodic Table Day. Scientists have been organizing elements based on their properties since the early 1800s. But the modern-day periodic table didn't get its start until about 50 years later. A Russian chemist formulated the periodic law and created a version of the table. The current table features 118 elements, so take a few minutes to see how many you can name. We will get you started with a few: gold, silver, oxygen, and iron. You can figure out the rest.
Pete Buttigieg keeps his slight lead in the Iowa caucus. That's with 100% of precincts reporting. The Iowa Democratic Party announced the results yesterday night, days after the chaos on Monday's caucus. The former South Bend, Indiana mayor leads Senator Bernie Sanders by 0.1 of 1 percentage point. Senator Elizabeth Warren, former Vice President Joe Biden, and Senator Amy Klobuchar trail behind Buttigieg and Sanders. The Democratic candidates had until 1 p.m. Eastern today to file a request for a recount. After the break, a legendary actor dies at 103 years old.
And Margot Robbie stars in a new Cathy Ann film. Stay tuned.
For years, hackers have used pirated content as a lure to expose consumers. For years, hackers have used pirated content as a lure to expose consumers to malware. Rogue entertainment boxes used to illegally access pirated movies and TV shows can put you at risk, but you can protect yourself. Criminals use trickery to enter into consumers' homes, explained Tom Galvin, Executive Director of the Digital Citizens Alliance, DCA. The enticement of free movies and television shows on products without a reputable company behind them, he added, creates a fertile ground for malware to spread. If it seems too good to be true, it probably is. DCA investigated these devices and found malware on them that stole usernames and passwords, probed user networks, and uploaded user data without consent. Most consumers are unaware of the security risks of plugging one of these devices into a home network. For your cyber safety, keep an eye on the devices that are brought into your home, including by your children. The lure of free pirated content can be tempting, but there is a price.
Legendary actor Kirk Douglas died Wednesday. His son, actor Michael Douglas, made the announcement on Instagram. The elder Douglas is known for his roles in classics like Spartacus, 20,000 League Under the Sea, and Champion. Born to poor immigrants, he rose to fame in the 50s and 60s, earning 3 Academy Award nominations. Douglas went on to produce and direct numerous films. He suffered a stroke in 1996 but continued to work. He was 103 years old.
Looks like a lot of people are seeing the plus side of having Disney Plus. They've got 26 points, 5 million subscribers. Analysts only expected they get between 20 and 25 million subscribers this quarter. But clearly, the analysts underestimated Disney. The numbers came out yesterday when they announced their first fiscal quarter earnings. Disney Plus launched in November, the company's first foray into the world of streaming.
A new study finds women and people of color are much better represented in movies now compared to more than a decade ago. USC's Annenberg Inclusion Initiative found 31 of the top 100 movies of 2019 cast a minority in a starring or co-starring role. That's up from 13 in 2000. It's also found women and girls starred or co-starred in 43 of the top 100 films in 2019. That's more than twice as many as in 2007, when just 20 featured women were prominently. Both measures of people of color and women represent 13 years highs. Despite the progress, the researchers point out the numbers still don't line up with census data. Women make up 51% of the U.S. population and people of color and nearly 40%.
When Birds of Prey hits theaters this weekend, audiences may notice some very realistic stunt work from the cast members. David Daniel reveals some behind-the-scenes secrets in the Hollywood Minute.
He's after all of us now. None of us are walking out of here unless we work together.
Who needs superpowers or a bunch of CGI to make a believable movie? Not the Birds of Prey.
We had almost no VFX with any of our action sequences. Most of the stunts our actors actually did themselves, so they trained for months and months. I really wanted to show women in powerful with their own physical selves and the physicality of that instead of relying on, gadgets or like a lot of superpowers.
It was difficult, but it was worth it.
Yeah.
There was a lot of bumps and bruises. I tore my meniscus day one. She injured her neck, her leg, your foot. I mean, you had a lot of injuries.
Shoulder.
But we all pushed through. We all wanted it to be so good.
The Rolling Stones have No Filter. The legendary band has announced new dates for their No Filter concert tour. The summer jaunt kicks off in San Diego May 8th, hitting 15 U.S. and Canadian cities, culminating in Atlanta, Georgia on July 9th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Tyler Leach has your weekend weather. We will be right back.
Hi, I'm Tyler Leach with the BPCC weather. Now let's take a look at your weekend weather recap. Friday, sunny, 62 is your high, 34 is your low. Saturday, partly cloudy, 10% chance of rain, high of 63, low of 48. And Sunday, it's going to be 80% chance of thunderstorms with a high of 71 and a low of 61. Again, I'm Tyler Leach. Now let's get you back to the news desk.
That's all the news we have for you today. I'm Abby Colvin.
And I'm Farron Wise. From all of us here at BPCC to you at home, have a great day and stick around for the Taste of BPCC.